Hello, hello, and welcome to my stamp studio. I'm Beth Maxwell, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and thanks for being here for tonight's virtual class here at Stampin' Fun and More. And I've got a couple different things to share with you tonight. Super excited. Have you seen or heard about the Stampin' Up! Bundle sale? Oh my gosh. So Stampin' Up! Actually offers the new bundles at 10% off when you get both the stamp set and dies. But now they're giving you an additional 10% off. So it's like 20% off, right? There are some really good deals. So for the next 10 days, I'm going to be featuring everything about bundles. Whether it's a Facebook Live, a pop-in video, just maybe some posts, but every day I'll have something for the next 10 days. So I'm just going to go over here and get my live feed going so I can make sure I'm seeing everyone. And, oh, I don't see it. Where did it go? Oh, I'm in my group, not my page. That's why. All right. And I got to sit up straight so I'm actually in the camera. So my new camera stand gets really goofy when I try to face me. So, yeah. And Cooper's here with us tonight, too. Is this it? Yes, here it is. Okay, got it. Got my comments there. Okay, yay. Hi, Diane. So Cooper's here with me tonight. He is playing with things on the floor. In fact, I just need to check what he's playing with. Oh, he's got one of his toys. Hey, can I see that? Let me see this. So, this is one of Cooper's toys. He always plays and destroys things. As you can tell, our little hippo here is minus its little tail already. And the little balls, tennis balls that were in its mouth, are gone. Do you want to play with this? You want to play some more? Oh, there's one of the balls. There you go. Okay, so he'll have that shred probably by the time I'm done. Because that's what he always does. I am just looking over here now, too. I want to print out the bundle special. Oh, actually, I'll just tell you about it. So, I told you a little bit that all the bundles, stamps and die bundles are on sale. That includes some of the online exclusives, too. So, check them out. I'm going to be featuring the Friendly Fins and Tune In bundles. Coordinates with kind of the club sign up. It's the Tune In Club. So you get 8 cards in that club. You get all the supplies, and you have extra supplies to keep on crafting. And that is $41 shipped right to you. There's 1 day left to sign up. Registration ends tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, please let me know so I can get you the registration link. Here's the thing. Because I'm offering the bundle and some other supplies on it, I can't just post the registration link on my Facebook page or group. Stampin' Up! Doesn't allow me to do that. So whenever I add product to a class, I can't do that. So I have to email you the registration form. You can always go to my website anytime and just go to... there's a Studio Club menu. Just click on that, and then you'll be able to see a little link to say, I'm interested in the Stamp Studio Club. So you just click on that link. I'll get a notification, and I'll send you the information. Club, you can either subscribe to, or you can do it month to month. It doesn't matter. There's no commitment. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But yeah, Club is always cards. I also have my Friendly Fins class, which I'm actually getting posted later on tonight. I've got to just finish doing my marketing for it. I'm just looking over here because I wanted to show you our... Is this my other club? Okay. I want to show you some of the samples here. I'll put my camera down so I can show you those samples. And I'll give you a sneak peek of a couple of the samples from the class. I'm a little behind on class. Normally I have that out registration available starting on the 5th. I had a problem with getting the DSP in, so I have to change my cards around so I can take new pictures. So, but I'll show you a sneak peek of them. There's some fun folds in here, so it's 5 projects. 4 will be cards, and then you'll have a 3D project. So class always includes more interactive things. Classes tend to be a little bit more advanced. I don't want to say advanced. Advanced is not the right word. A little bit more. Let's just put it that way. When I do club, I try to do the cards quick and easy, so you only have to have the stamp set. Having a bundle is always a bonus, just saying. But I do show cards to stamp just with the stamp set as well as using the bundle. So let's see, further ado, I'm going to just flip the camera down. Give me a moment. It's going to take some arranging of this stem thing that I have going here. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes. Can I get in there and get that button? I need that button. There we go. Okay. Okay, you can look now. And I'm going to make sure I've got that going. All right. Looks like... All right, we're going to close that Stampin' Up page because it doesn't want to play nice. Okay, so this is just a little baggie I had here. This is what our Tune In card club looks like. So if you're ordering club and you don't want to see the cards, don't look. All right, so just different ways. We do have a fun fold in there. So, ta-da! You'll be getting a half pack of the, actually I think a full pack of the Rich Regal's Designer Series paper. And then this embellishment. So, and also I'm featuring, if you can see, I'm not going to show you the whole card here, but the wood grain embossed paper. Sorry, my nail looks awful. I was scrubbing some of my stamps and stuff and didn't realize I scrubbed off my nail polish. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. So anyways, it's the wood texture paper. It's really kind of cool to use. All right. That was our Tune In Studio Card Club. And then I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into the Friendly Fins class. So we've got a fun fold here. Ta-da! And we've got a very colorful card. Now, this is where I have to change the paper up in another fun fold. All right. So we'll be doing all those. And you actually will get a half pack of the Full of Life Designer Series paper. And I actually have it out here so I can show you what it looks like. So in that class, you'll be getting a half a pack of the Designer Series paper, and you'll be getting the 4 tinsel gems along with, okay, this isn't my new one, but along with the 3 baker's twine. So you'll be getting all this in your kit. So here is this beautiful paper. Now, funny thing is, you know, you see all of this and you're like, oh, I don't need those geometric shapes. I can't do much with that. Oh my goodness, I am telling you that the other side of this paper is phenomenal. Check it out. Isn't this great? So you get a half a pack of this Designer Series paper, and we'll be using those to make our cards with. All right, so that's the Friendly Fins. And look for it first thing in the morning. I just got to get all my graphics done for that tonight. All right, so let's see. What was I saying? I don't need my catalog out. Maybe we should get started on some projects, huh? And those out of the way, I'm going to bring in my scrub because my chamois has just gotten so bad, I've got to replace it. It's not getting my stamps as clean as I would like, so I'm going to get my scrub here and my mist. When I first sprayed that, kind of blew into my mouth. My fan. Anyways, all right, I'm going to put that off to the side. Hopefully it's out of the way far enough. I'm going to move my little trash can here because I'm afraid that if I shove, oh my gosh, if I shove that out of the way, I'm going to end up knocking this over. So let's just put my bin on my floor and let me go right over here, and we're going to start with our first card. And it's going to be a surprise. So we're going to do kind of mystery class tonight. Not really a mystery, but you know. And let's see. Oh, I should probably use this one first. We'll be using some linen thread. I've got some blocks out here and some of my ink. And I feel like I'm missing one color. I think I am. I think I need. We'll need our mini die cut machine and pool party. Okay. I think we're good with that. All right, mini die cut machine. Where did I put it? It's right off to my side. Okay. This one here. I'll put down here. All right. So now I got all our goodies out. So this card that I'm going to be doing with you, it was inspired by Melissa Faust, who is I'm in a business training group with her, And she developed a class for this Friendly Fins stamp set. And I really like the card, but I wanted to make it just a little bit more me. So I'm going to show you some of the different things I've done with it. Now, I don't actually have her card made because I decided as I was making it, I wanted to do some different things. So we'll be using our Friendly Fins bundle. So we've got our dies and our stamp set. So this is an extra idea that is not in our Friendly Fins class. Now this is on sale, and I want to get the sale price for you here. Okay. Let's see here. I'll get the sale price, and then I'm going to just see who's all joining us so I can say hello. If I could spell friendly. Friendly Fins. Now, if you want to get the stamp set and you want to do the class, but you want to make sure that you get the bundle, I would order it right away outside of the class, only because I worry about, with these sale prices, that things may go unavailable. So the Friendly Fins bundle, so the stamp set and dies, is $41.50. That's in the United States. All right, so I'm going to move that there. And so let me also talk to you about what a virtual class is. So our virtual class is something free for you to watch. You can go ahead and make the cards, use your supplies on hand. However, the class, how do I explain this? The class is totally free. If you purchase a $35 order or more in my online store by Monday night next week, I will, as a gift, send you the supplies, the card supplies, to make the 3 cards that we're going to be making tonight. That's my thank you gift to you. If you spend $50 in my online store, then I'll be including the embellishment with your card kit. So you get your card kit, you get your tutorial, you get the embellishment. Yeah, so it's just, again, my way to say thank you for purchasing. And let's go back. Okay, so let's see who's all here. So we've got Diane and Beth and Amy. Hello, everyone. Had a couple of people tell me earlier they have events going on this evening. I forget. My children are older and have babies, and so I don't even think about graduations anymore because I don't have to yet. It'll be a while again before I have to worry about that. Sorry, I needed to have a little sip of something. Okay, so I just put my cards aside, and I'm like, wait, I need those. All right, so in this particular one, I just need to move. I feel like I'm just really disorganized. I have everything planned out. I just feel like I don't have my stuff ready. I mean, I do, but I don't. All right. So in your little class kit here, I'm going to show you the other envelope because mine I already have done. So here's what's in your first class. So you have a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You have a piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. That's for the inside of your card. Then you have a piece of this designer series paper. Now this designer series paper is so pretty. You can use it with really anything. So this is our Thoughtful Design specialty paper. So there are several different colors. So this particular piece I'm using is like a pretty peacock color. Now it does have like an ombre effect. So your class kit may not actually be the exact same color, just because you can see it has, it goes, well, it's kind of shiny. Let me see if I can grab a different piece out that will help explain it better. Okay, so you can see how this goes from petunia over to a lighter color. So they're a little bit ombre. So based on when I'm cutting this up, you'll get the right color. It's just not going to be all one solid color, just so you know. All right, so we'll be using just about a little piece of everything in this one tonight. So that, again, is our Thoughtful Designers specialty paper. And it is, I'm bringing this up so you can see the item if you want. Oops, let's see. There we go. Let my camera focus. 163317. I'll put a link to all the supplies over on my website so you can hop over there and check it all out. Okay, so In addition to that, you have your piece of designer series paper that'll be cut for you. If you ask me what the size is, I'm not going to remember because I didn't write it down. It is, oh, easy, 3 inches by 5 1/4. All right. We have a piece of Pool Party, which is, again, I can't remember. Oh, hold on. I have my directions. I had these actually written down. My Pool Party here is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, just a square. Then I have a piece of basic white, and that is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. So just an eighth smaller. You have a couple scraps here. You have a 2 by 2 piece of basic beige, Calypso Coral, and Peacock. Then you also have a piece of Pool Party, and this was cut with our Deco rectangle dies. All of this will be in there for you. So when the die cutting is part of the card, that's not part of the bundle, I'll include that in your class kit. All right, so I'm going to just put this one back, and I'm going to get out the other one here that I have kind of started going on some things. All right, so we've got our Lost Lagoon here. I'm going to take my 3 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer paper, and I'm going to cut it into 1 inch strips. All right, so I want 3 1 inch strips. So 1. And I'll be doing more of the, I did some of my die cutting ahead of time, but I'll do some with you as well. Just so you can see, because I mean, you know, you got to experience the dies and the magic that happens when you do die cutting. All right, so I've got my 1 inch strips here, and this is just not sitting nice. Let me give it a good squeeze here. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting these 3 strips right on my cardstock, just like that. So we'll go ahead, put the ruler away, and we'll grab out my seal. All right, so I have everything like right in front of me tonight. I know it's kind of a shock. So I'm going to start with my middle piece here. And it doesn't matter which you start with. Whatever is easiest for you to do. Sometimes I start on my side. I don't know. Tonight I'm starting there. And I'm leaving a little bit of space in between each one. Not real far, but just a little bit. Okay. And we'll get this one. I probably should have started on the side. I don't think I have them lined up as quite where I want, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, that's good enough. That will be good enough. Because I just want my Pool Party to go overlap and not have these extend past that. So then I have my Pool Party here. I'm not going to adhere this yet because I am going to put this up on dimensionals. I just thought this designer series paper kind of reminded me of like a little bit of coral, even though the color's not there. We're going to grab our piece of basic white now, and we're going to do our stamping. I'm going to move all this off to the side. Now, on this one, I'm going to tell you, we're going to be putting our label right here. So when you stamp the rest of it, you need to be kind of aware of where that's going. All right, you don't have to leave it on there, but just be aware of where it's going to be placed. Now, from those little 2-inch squares, I went ahead and I cut a little lobster. So we've got our little lobster in here, and then our 2 pieces of coral. So I've die cut those, and then the little shell. So that I've already done for us. And I want to pull in my mat. And I'd like a piece of a scrap paper. So you know what I'm going to do? I've just got this little one right here. We'll just use this. Okay. So like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and start stamping my little sea creatures here. So I want to have this here. Just like I said, just to kind of be a placeholder. Let's start with our little stingray here. Now, this is totally up to you on which you like to do first, whether you like to do the detail image or the filler image. I like to stamp the one that is darkest. So whatever is going to be darkest is what I'm going to stamp with first. I just find it easier to work with that way. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my line image and my pretty peacock stamp pad. And I really want him to be more the focal piece here. So we're going to stamp him right here. All right. I'm going to stamp one more. And I'll have this one. Let's see. Yeah, well, we'll just stamp it this way. Okay. And let's go ahead and clean that. You know, I don't like that on that side. Hold please while I kind of rearrange my desk here. I don't need my trimmer out here. I can move that. I don't need my mat. And I can put that on the floor. There. Instead of reaching across my project, I can just come over here and clean it. All right. And I'll take this off right away. That way you don't have to hear me keep ripping it all the time. All right. Now I want to take my filler image. Now on this one, this is really dark ink. So I'm going to stamp it off twice. So 1, 2, and now I'm going to look through here and I can see my line image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually line up this tail and the fins. Okay. It's the easiest way that I know to get this to line up. There's going to be a little bit of white that remains, and that's the way it's supposed to be, all right? So 1, 2, and we'll come over here and do it again. So sometimes when you're doing these as well, do it upside down. So like if I think I should go stamp this way, sometimes by flipping that paper around, I find that I line things up just a tad better. All right, so go ahead and get that one clean. And we'll put that back. And now I'm going to grab my dolphin. I'll grab this. I'm going to grab my detail, my line, and then my filler. I'm going to close my pretty peacock here, and I'm going to open up my pool party. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take our pool party. I need to put my little tag back. Okay, I want to make sure that I can get everything kind of fitting in there that I want to be able to see. So I'm going to put my one dolphin here, and we're going to put another one going this way. And for grins and giggles, I think we'll just put one more right over here, just a little bit of it. Okay. Come back in with my pool party. We'll stamp that off. And now I do need to bring this down a little bit so I can see where I'm stamping. I want that to be very, very light. So that's why it's stamped off. So I do need to turn this so I can see better. So my head may get in frame. Sorry. And then this one. I always rush on this one. That only has a little piece of it, and I always mess this one up. Oh, I actually didn't do too bad on that one. Woohoo! Kind of excited. Doesn't always happen that way. All right. Okay, I just need to go back to my screen here. Where's my screen? There we go. I'm not seeing all the comments from everyone. There we go. All right. So how is everyone doing? You're looking forward to a nice weekend? It has been so rainy here. You know, I don't even know what the weather is supposed to be like this weekend. It's been kind of depressing with all the rain. Then, well, my yard does look like a lush oasis because I've got so much grass. Every time I cut it, hello, it rains again, and then it grows another 3 inches. Oh, so funny thing I have to share with you is, remember last week I was talking about that darn frog or toad, whatever. Yeah, well, on top of that, now we have cicadas. Oh my gosh. They're even louder than that darn toad. It's been terrible. It's like so irritating. I don't even want to go outside. Driving me crazy. Okay, I'm going to stamp my little fishy going this way. And I'm stamping it in my Full Force Calypso Coral. I'm going to switch this up. And I'm going to stamp them this way. And this time I'm going to move my tag out of the way a little bit. Did you know that you could flip this one around? I mean, who's going to really know, right? It just has an overbite here and an underbite there. And I'm going to stamp one over here. Okay. Now, let's just see. Because I'm going to be decorating with other things. I think I'm actually okay with those. You know what? I kind of feel like I need one more here, though. So let's go ahead and we'll move that out of my way and we'll just stamp it. It's okay if part of that gets covered. I'm not too worried about that. I really just want my dolphins and my little stingray there to be available. All right, so now I'm going to come back in with my little filler and I'm going to stamp that off. And this one, I love how it lines up. Again, I line up my tail fin and then the top fin. If you just take your time, you'll get these lined up. They're not really bad. So maybe practice on your scrap paper a little bit. It's really not too bad. You just take a breath and stamp. All right, so now this one is, I've got it like awkward here. I gotta slide this down a little bit. Oh, I almost ran that on my paper. All right. Well, that's a little off, but no one's going to notice, right? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. Yeah, adulting does suck in a major way. All right, let's stamp our little sentiment here. So I'm going to pull in my Pretty Peacock because it's a nice bold color. And we're going to go ahead and stamp Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. No, I always gotta say that every time I use happy birthday. I don't know why. I'm weird that way, I guess. All right, so we'll stamp happy birthday right on our pool party decal rectangle. Put that off and put that back over here. I could probably put these away because I don't believe I'm using them on the other card. I might, but you know, as of this moment, I didn't plan to. Okay. Let's bring back in all of our goodness here after we close our stamp pad. Whew, I almost dropped my stamp pad on my white shirt. Oh, what was I doing wearing a white shirt? Okay, let's adhere these two things together. And we're going to use our seal for that. I am going to bring in my dimensionals right away. And what did I do with my... There. I had to find my embellishments. So... when I send you this little thank you gift, I do not include embellishments. I only include it if your order is $50 or more. Okay. So I've got that upside down. There we go. And I'm going to put that here. And yeah, so it overlaps my fish just a little bit. I'm not worried about it. So we're going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on here. Let's put that right here. All right, now I want to take my lobster and I'm going to just use my liquid glue on this. I could have easily used my adhesive sheets. I just didn't. So I get my lobster on here. All right. And, oh, I lost one of my, uh-oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. Crisis, we lost a piece of our project. Where did it go? Well, I guess I'm going to have to die cut a piece. Oh, here it is. I found it. It was under my mouse. There it is. All right. I want to put that right there. So I'm just using a little bit of glue. Now, if you have a small piece that you're working with, grab your Take a Pick tool and lift it up with a putty end, and you can slide it in easier. All right, so we got that right, just peeking right up there. Now I've got my other piece, and this one is going to go on this side right here. Just putting little dots of glue on there, so I'm going to put that right there. I've got my little seashell that I've cut out of my basic beige, so we'll go ahead and put a dimensional on the back of that. Ooh, I probably should have used small dimensional on that. Oh well. And I'm going to put that right here. And now I've got a piece of linen thread. I just tied a bow, and I'm just going to just adhere my bow right there with a glue dot. So let's grab a handy dandy glue dot. All right. I'm going to roll that into a little log. And then we'll put my knot right on top of that and just put it right off to the side. Isn't that cute? But we're not, wait, we're not done. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking too fast for my words to come out. But wait, we're not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and grab my card front that I made, and we'll go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals. Then we'll stamp our inside and be done with this card. And actually, I'm going to stamp my envelope today. And grab your favorite little sea creature that you want to stamp with. I think it'd be really cute to put the little fishies on. I was going to do the stingray, but I kind of think I like the little fishies. Okay, and inside of my card, we're going to go ahead and stamp this little stingray on there again. So bring that in. Grab those two. Put those on blocks. There we go. All right. So I have him inked. And let's see. I think we're just going to put him at the top. Stamp this out twice. And I'm going to go upside down with him. And just line up my tip of my fin and my tail. There we go. Get this one cleaned. So we have him up there. And let's go ahead and grab our little fishies. We'll grab a little here, fishy. Cracks me up. Grab our Calypso coral again. And our fishies. Let's put this one back. All right. Grab our detail fishy. And because I want them swimming this way, I'm going to actually put them right here like that, kind of at an angle. So this one has the overbite. So if you check it out. So it has an overbite. The other ones had the underbite. This one has the overbite. Some days I crack myself up. All right. Stamp that off. Look through my block to line that up. There we go. I just love when that lines up. Now, another color that's great to use for these fish, I used pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh. It kind of is like Nemo. You know what? I'm going to show you real quick. Let me see if I got a scrap. I do. You gotta see this. It's really cute. So I'm going to grab my black. I know I'm having a squirrel moment. Sorry. But it's so darn cute. I got to show you. I'll grab another block here. I'll just use this one. Okay, so there's my black. So it's like angelfish. So you could actually, you know, just leave it like that or stamp it on silver foil and then heat emboss it so it dries on the silver foil. Or you could stamp them with smoky slate. Oh, let's do that. Because I think that would even be more cool. So, I am like going total squirrel tonight. I'm having lots of fun with this stamp set. I really am. Okay, so line that back up. So who had angelfish? Okay, I can't see. Hold on. Who had angelfish in their fish tank as a kid? Cute, hey? All right. Anyways, you can imagine it with a pumpkin pie. I'm gonna put that over here because I'm gonna need that in a minute. Okay. That was just my scrap. Let's get this on the inside of our card. Look at our little embellishments. Right. Okay, there we go. Now, embellishments. Let's put our stamps away first. Sorry. I'm kind of hopping all over the place, but I don't know. I think I had a lot of caffeine today, so I'm so sorry. I took a sip of my soda and it went down the wrong way. All good. Hands in the air. You can't see me, but, you know. All right. Oh, my goodness. I'm still coughing. You didn't go off the rails? Did I get your swap cards yet? You know, I haven't checked the mail today. And you should have yours any day if you haven't already gotten yours. So let me know because I did send something else for you too. And I did priority mail it, so it should be not there today, then tomorrow. Okay. So I've got these fun colors in here, and you can choose whatever colors you want. I think I'm going to use, I don't know. I'm going to use the blue. Maybe I'll use this, you know what? We're going to go with this one. Okay. So I'm just going to put one here. And we'll put one up here. And I gotta get more putty out here. Anticipation, it's making me wait. Okay, sorry. Some days I crack myself up. Okay, so now I got too much putty and everything wants to stick to it. Oh my goodness, come on. All right, let's just try this. Doop. Okay, so how cute. I really liked how that turned out. Maybe not so much because my bow is in front of my, there we go. Oh. Let's see if we can just tuck that, get stuck maybe on the, there we go, on the dimensional back. There we go. Now you can see his little face. I just thought that was really cute. Okay, next up, I'm going to put these two in the same package if I can for right now. Okay, next up, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? We are going to, oh, yeah. So my special event is what happens when Friendly Fins meets Tune In. Well, you know what? We're going to find out right now. So thanks for tuning in tonight so you can see. See how I did that? Again, told you, kind of squirrely today. I don't know why. I just am. Okay, so got my Tune In. I've got some blends I'm going to be using. A blending brush. I'm going to get rid of these two stamp pads. And that one. Okay, put that one back. Now, I don't know what was going on through my mind. Okay, you know, because stuff happens. But I started like putting my card together that I was going to use to demonstrate with. So, I'm going to be kind of jumping back and forth between the kit that you get and the card. Just because I don't know what I was thinking. I was sitting here doing something else. I was watching a training program and all of a sudden I started putting it together. I'm like, what am I doing? Stop. So, we're going to start with a piece of, okay, this is not the one I put together. Okay. we're going to start with what's in your kit. So we have a piece of, we're missing one piece. Here it is. Nope, that wasn't it. I'm missing one piece of basic white. Okay. You've got a piece of basic white, and you're going to be stamping on that. You've got a piece of pecan pie. We're going to be stamping on that. We're going to be stamping on our other piece of basic white. So this one right here measures, and I had a little note here on who inspired me on this one. I believe her name was Keisha Cook. So anyways, it was either Keisha Cook or Leah Dixon. I don't remember which one. Keisha Cook, that's what it is. Okay, so my Smoky Slate, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. My piece of Mossy Meadow is 2 3/4 by 5 1/8. And then I have another piece that is 1 1/8 by 5 1/4. What did I say that was? Sorry. Let me go back over this again. This is 2 7/8 by 5 1/4. This is 1 1/8 by 5 1/4, okay? Because we're going to be on the front of the card just like that. I've got a strip of that Designer Series paper, so this is the Mossy Meadow version of it. So this is 1 inch by 5 1/8, so we're going to be adhering those two together. All right. Then we're going to be stamping on this and adhering that. All right. So I'm going to have to go ahead and use that piece, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because I can't believe I already did the stamping. Okay, so we want to stamp on this. And we're going to stamp our shark. So we've got a hammerhead shark in here. So let's start with our TV. So this is a great card for someone who loves Shark Week. Just saying. We're going to put the shark in the TV. It's such a cute idea. I totally did not think of this myself, so I totally give it credit to someone else. And I've seen so many different people put different critters inside the TV. It's a must-have now. I mean, I'm so glad that I got this stamp set, because now I can put my little fluffiest friend in there, my little hamster, dancing hamster from the Hearts and Hugs in there. I think maybe I'll just have to keep doing this one and showing you all the different critters we can put in there. All right, so I'm going to stamp this. Now, if you don't have this stamp set, I'll actually be die cutting this for you. So you'll have a TV. It just won't have any stamped image on it. I can't stamp the image for you. But this way, you'll at least have the TV so you can put the shark in the TV. So let's put this away. And, oops, I need to go the other way with it. Okay, now let's see. I want to stamp my shark. Okay, so my grandchildren, they're going to be actually one in like a couple of days. And their favorite thing to calm them down is Baby Shark. Have you ever listened to that? It gets really kind of old. Although I do have my husband going do 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 do. He cracks me up. Not all the time, but every once in a while, I can get him to do it. If it'll make the babies smile, he'll do it. Because anything about the babies smiling. He's a pretty good grandpa. I do have to say. He goes out of his way to make sure he goes and sees them a couple times a week. He'll sneak over there even without me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right there. Like that. Now we're going to do our filler. And we're going to... I'm sorry. I totally got the spray in my mouth again. I didn't listen to myself the first time. Close your mouth when you're spraying that. All right, I'm going to take the innards of our shark here. There we go. And I want to stamp this in. Smoky Slate was going to be for the other card. So it's basic gray. You know, Did I make 4 cards? I did. Oh, well. Okay. I'm kind of thrown off on which ones I was doing. So, okay, sorry. That 4th card I can't show you because that's part of the class. Okay. So here I'm just going to look through and I'm going to stamp my little hammerhead shark here. And I'm hoping I've got it lined up because I'm really, my head is not over the image. Okay. By the magic of TV, ta-da! Look how awesome that turned out. I'm like, my arms are completely outstretched, just be in frame, and I can't, I have to get my head over that. So there we go. Nice shark image. All right. I don't know why I put the black back because I need that. Let's get our next image stamped here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the coral that's in here and I'll be stamping that. Now, before I can actually stamp that, I do need to have the TV die cut. So let's go ahead and just do that right away. And part of me doing that is so I can see where I need to stamp. So in this die set here, you want this little rectangle and your TV. Oh my gosh, I can't pick this up. And we're going to run it through the embossing machine just like this, right? So today I've got my little guy out here, my baby boss. This is also 10% off. Now Stampin' Up, I don't think they've ever marked these on sale before. So both the white and the boho blue as well as the large die cutting machine are 10% off. And just to share that if you have a list, you know, your bunch of bundles that you're wanting is over $99, think about joining my team. Because if you join my team, you can add those bundles to your starter kit for the sale price. And then you can turn around and once you have your ID, you can get the die cut machine at the sale price plus your discount. So just saying, it's a good business decision. It's not even a business decision. It's a smart shopper decision. Okay. Put those right there. All right. Let's see. I can, you know what, since I had that out, I might as well just die cut that right away. And I got my dies kind of all over the place here. All right. We'll grab our little shark. We'll bring in our machine again. I do like using this when I've got smaller dies and I'm just, you know, working at my desk here because it doesn't take up a lot of space. Now, when I'm designing for my classes, I'm cutting a lot of things out all at one time. So I use the bigger one. Or if I'm doing embossing folders, I use the bigger one. All right, so we got our shark done. All right, so now we've got this piece here. So why did I do all that first? Because I need to lay this on my, excuse me, on here. That way I can really see where I want to stamp. All right, so I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to bring in my Memento Black. I kind of see where I want to put that, so I'm just going to move it, and we'll stamp one of these, and then this one I'm going to stamp just a little bit above, just like that, and I can put all those stamps away. And if you've watched me before, you know if I don't put stamps away, I lose them, so... Some other people can have them all over the place. I cannot. I'll lose things. It's just a fact of life. And same with dies. If I don't put them away, I'll lose them. Okay. Next thing, we're going to go ahead and color. And I have my, I actually want my dark berry burst, not the light berry burst. So I've got Berry Burst for my blends. I've got Daffodil Delight and Soft Seafoam, so that's what we're going to be coloring with. I could actually color with Crumb Cake too. Crumb Cake might be better. So use whatever blends you have. Oh, I haven't even cracked into these yet. Oh, no, that's Ivory. I was thinking that we had Basic Beige. Are there Basic Beige blends? Because if we do, I should have them. Otherwise, okay, I'm just going with Crumb Cake. All right, so I've got my light Crumb Cake here, and I'm just gonna color in some of this. Yeah, we'll do this over here, and I think we'll do this too. All right, then I'm going to take my dark Berry Burst. I'm just going to color, you know, whatever floats my boat. I'm not really trying to be realistic. I'm just trying to have fun with color. So then we'll get these barnacle-like things here. All right, we'll get this little spot on the end, this little spot on the end. And then we'll come back in with our dark daffodil. Yes, if you're on our team, you can definitely join our swaps. So one other perk about being on our Ink Trails team is all the classes that I do, my team actually gets the tutorials for those. And if I have a retreat, then they're able to join the retreat at discounted prices. So we do still have registration open for our Beat the Heat summer retreat. And I need to have a different color here. So that is also still open till, I'm going to say Friday, the 9th, whatever day the 9th is, because I have to order all the product. So that is still open. If you're on my downline team, then you get to participate that for $15. You're eligible for all the prizes and stuff that we do. You just don't get the full make and take retreat box because you probably already have the supplies. So, all right. Now that I have that. And our team does team swaps for new catalogs. We do color challenges. All right, I'm going to have my TV up there a little bit. Now, I want my shark in here so he can be in Shark Week. All right. Isn't that fun? I just thought it was so fun. We could actually put this up on dimensionals. So let me get my dimensionals. I'm going to actually use some of my strips from the side. Our Ink Trails team is pretty fun. We've got some very talented people on my team. And I'll put it over here. I'm going to trim him down first. Okay, I need my scissors. All right. Now, that's going to be there. So where do I want him? I almost think I'm not going to pop him up. I don't know. What do you think? We should? Shouldn't? I'm going to. Okay, we'll take those two dimensionals. Before I actually trim him down or attach him, I want to make sure my TV's in place. Okay. So now that I know he's right where I want him, boop, boop. I can add that right on there. So I'll add our TV on. Okay. Oh, no, too low. There we go. All right. Now I just have to trim off his little fin here, little tail fin. because he doesn't need that. And now we'll go ahead and bring in our other pieces. So I've already adhered that one strip, and I'll need my mossy meadow here, and we're going to adhere that one together. Maybe before I do that, I think I'll do my stamping of my sentiment and some little shock waves here. So let's go ahead and, okay, with the shocks, okay. Since I kind of use the Berry Burst, I kind of want to stay with that. Just something fun and bright and different. So we're going to grab our Berry Burst stamp pad. And we'll grab our scrap piece here. So our Berry Burst. And we'll put some little shockers right there. I think we'll put a couple right down here. Put another one right over here. Okay, we're going to put our sentiment right down here. Just add a couple more. All right, now. Let's see, I'm going to get my sentiment. So I could grab something from this one, or, you know, I'm going to grab your classic. I just think that's kind of fun with the Shark Week. And I'm just going to stamp that in black. Let's get this out of the way. Bring this in. Put some adhesive on here. Ooh, I thought I put my arm in the stamp pad for a moment there. Now I just want to get another piece of dimensional over here. I'm going to actually take those off right now. Adhere this right on. So just a tad smaller than my layer. We'll grab our base here. And let's put this piece on first. Just because I have that dimensional there. And if it's not in the right place, I won't be happy. Alright, so we're just going to put this right here. I just want a little bit of space between the two things, so it doesn't have to be a lot. Just a tiny little space there. Probably could have moved that over just a little bit more. Oh, I don't have adhesive on there. No wonder. I'm like, why isn't that sticking? Oh, Beth, you crack me up. I wanted to move that a little bit more over. There we go. Okay, let's put our adhesive here now. Why doesn't it stick? Okay, tell me that no one else has done that before. All right, there we go. So let's add a couple of our embellishments here, and I'm going to go ahead and use the old olive ones. Where did I put my Take a Pic tool? Got stamps all over the place. Oh, there it is, laying right in my scrub. Okay. Dimensionals, move over there. Okay. And we'll grab, ooh, now way too much came out. Go back in your home. Should have been paying attention to that. All right, we'll put one right there. I'm going to put a little one right down here. We'll put another little one right down here. And you know what? I'm going to add a couple more. We're going to go, well, let's go with a light one. One there. And I think I'll put another one right here. Okay. All right. Probably should have made this one a bigger one. Let's Let's do that. Let's make this one a big one. There we go. Okay. Card 2 done. What do you think of that one? All right. So our first 2 cards. Let's get on our 3rd card. And let's pick these up because I'm not going to be using this stamp set again. And go ahead and put my things. I love that they have, the Stampin' Up! Has this printed on that sheet because now I know, number 1, if I have all my stamps, where they go, how they'll all fit in that container. I like to keep that piece for a dust cover. Some people don't. You don't have to. I've got to get all these back in place. Such fun dies, too. So if you haven't checked it out, go and check out, I think I did a Hump Day Lunch Break Live on Totally, or Tuned In. It's on my YouTube website, my YouTube channel website. What the heck am I talking about? I'm talking about that YouTube thingy. Sound like a dork. Okay. All right. Final card. I really liked how this one turned out. And I am using the Under the Moon. So I referenced it yesterday in my Hump Day Lunch Break Live. So we're going to use that with this one. Okay, I don't need any of those blends. So we can move that out of the way. And this is the card that was actually inspired by Lee Dixon. So I'm just going to put some of this in here. Some of the extra pieces that I have around. Okay. So in this one, we'll be using our Summer Splash, our Peach Pie, and our Petunia Pop. The other thing that we'll be adding to this today is going to be a piece of our, and let me see if I have it here, so I left it out. Here it is, our masking paper. So why use masking paper? Well, I'm going to show you. And it comes in a larger pack. I don't know what I did with my pack. I just took one sheet out before. But you can get that on my online store. What's nice about this is you can stamp on there. So you see I stamped it and I've already cut it out. It's actually inside right here. So I've got these 2 pieces. I'm going to show you how we're going to be using that. But let me show you the pieces of pie first. Okay, not really a pie, but you know, you get my drift. All right. Okay, so in our card kit here, we have a piece of Summer Splash. That's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. Piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4 for the outside. I have 2 strips of that designer series paper, and like I said, because it's variegated, every kit will be just a little different. But we're going to be putting those on the front. You can trim one of them down. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to trim. We'll trim it up there. Now if I go to my other piece, I want to trim it just a little bit less. So I have two different heights here. All right. I have a 2 stylish shaped circles, Summer Splash and our basic white. We're going to be using that. And I realized I forgot to put my, I forgot to put my little linen thread around there. Oh well, it looks fine without. We'll make sure we get it on this one though. All right. Let's get that envelope out of the way. Now, I did some of my stamping before, just in the event, something goes awry in the video. So, or in the live. Because, that always happens. All right. So, I'm going to move these pieces out of the way because we're not going to be using those. I'm going to bring back in my scrap. And, okay, cards are not staying in place. I need a block D, and I need, what am I thinking? I want to stamp my Petunia Pop first. All right, so I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab the stamp. So I'm grabbing this. You can either be a Moonlight or sunset or sunrise, whichever you prefer. I am going to take my masking paper. So again, what I did is I actually stamped on my paper, and I can show you what I did. So I took my whole image, I stamped it on my paper, just like that, and then I cut it out. Okay, so when I stamped on the wrong side. Don't stamp it on the side that's shiny. Stamp it on the other side. So there's a flat looking side and a shiny side. Stamp it on the flat side. Otherwise, this is going to be smeary and get all over everything. So we're just going to move that away. So then when I cut it out, I had two pieces. What I found is it was really helpful for me to have a darker color so that I can see through that stamp and see where this lines up. So I stamped it in my Lost Lagoon. All right, so now I'm just going to lay that right on my circle, just like that. And if I don't like how I positioned it, I can lift that back up. It's repositionable. And, you know, you can use it, reuse it a couple of times. It's not going to last you a real long time, but there we go. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and ink up my... And actually, what I'm going to do on this one, here's a little trick. I'm not going to ink the full image here. So I'm just going to go right here because that's going to go on my stamped off piece. And I want that to be a different color. I just really want to make sure I have the bottom portion inked. So here we go. So I do need to move this down. I'm going to look through my stamp and line up the hole there with the hole here. So I just need to slide it down so I can actually get that lined up. Okay, so now you can see I have that really dark piece. So we're going to take that off. And I wiggled. I got a little bit of petunia up on top. Oh, well. I'm just going to leave that there. And now, I am really surprised I didn't put my arm in that. I'm going to go with my peach pie. Let's get my stamp cleaned off really good. Make sure I don't have any peach pie or petunia pop going into my peach pie, because we can't have petunia and peach. Just saying. All right, stamp it off a couple times. Just make sure I got all the stuff off. All right, let's grab our other piece of the mask, and I'm going to line this one up. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect because there is a little, if you look, there's a little break in between there. So can you see that? So there's a break between the sky and the earth, kind of. Now, one of the things I have found with my new stamp pad, for some reason, I've got all these little spots in it. So I've been having to kind of spread my ink around here. The way that I'm going to end up fixing this is I'm going to get my re-inker. I'm going to dab it off with a paper towel, and I'm going to get my re-inker and re-ink it. All right, so now I've got that whole image inked up with my peach pie. I'm going to lay this down and line up the bottom part of this with that mask piece. But again, I need to slide this down so I can see it better. Right. Oh, you could still see it. All right, here we go. I know, it looks really ugly, right? Just hold on. It'll be pretty in a second. There we go. All right, I'm just going to put that there. Okay, now the last piece I need to stamp on here is going to be my water. So here's my original one. It turned out a little bit better. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Practice, play with it. All right, we're gonna grab our water here. And I'm taking my Summer Splash, and I am just going to line up the top of my stamp with that bottom image. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit. All right. I think that's just so cool. All right. Alrighty. Now, next thing I want to do is we're going to put all these away. This card is really almost finished, just saying. It's like so close. We just got to stamp our sentiment and our critter. Can you guess which critter I'm going to use? Can you? I won't need this anymore. All right, I'll give you a second to guess, because I think I have it already stamped and cut. Yes, I thought I did. Oh, I do. All right. Yeah, Shark Week, it is kind of fun, isn't it? All right, so if you guessed the dolphin, you were right. So I went ahead, you saw me stamp it before, and I die cut it. So now, you'll need the stamp set and bundle to do your dolphins. Let's go ahead and get this all assembled. And we'll grab our seal here. I don't want to put this down quite yet. I'm going to put these pieces on first, and then I'm going to come back with, I'm going to switch these in direction too. I'm going to come back with my linen thread and actually put that on this time. So you'll need your own linen thread or baker's twine, whatever you have. Whatever floats your boat. So, funny that I'm using this set today, because my husband and I just watched The Meg last night. I didn't even think about that when we were watching it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring in our linen thread here. All right. There we go. I've got to be careful because it started unrolling at the top, so I have this piece that's not ready to use yet. So I'm going to unwind quite a bit of this because I'm going to do like a double wrap there. If your linen thread is too like curly, go ahead and just pull it between your fingers. If you don't like that feeling, use your bone folder. You can straighten it out. All right. Kind of the reverse of curly ribbon. That's what we're doing. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll leave my piece long enough here because we're going to tie a bow over there. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Let's grab my good scissors here and trim it. And I like to tie a knot. So that way I know when I tie my bow, it's going to be tight. It's not going to be a loose bow. There we go. And by loose, I mean like it'll just not fit on the paper right. Okay, so we'll tie our bow over here. Make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Kind of like that. We can make it just a tad smaller, I think. And we'll bring back in this. I need to slide that up just a little bit. So notice I'm curving my paper. It'll allow me then to slide my linen thread where I want it to be without tearing the paper. Okay, that went too far. There. Okay. All right, because I'm putting this here. I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals, but I'm going to come back in with my dolphin and also put that on. So first things first, let's get this on our card base. All right, we'll grab our dimensionals. With the larger circle, I like to use 4. I don't know if I ever told you the story about when my husband and I went to Jamaica, not just last year, the year before. We went to swim with the dolphins because that was kind of on my bucket list. Even though I went to school for marine science, I actually never swam with dolphins. I swam with manatees and sharks and stingrays and you name it. I never had the opportunity to swim with a dolphin. So when we were down there, my husband said, if that's something you want to do, let's do it. So we went and we did it. And the funniest thing is these dolphins like come up under your feet. So you're just kind of treading in the water. There's two of them and they come up and they come under your heel. So their nose kind of like comes right up under your heel, like, you know, this. And they lift you up out of the water into the air. So the dolphins basically are like, the only thing that they have in the water is their tail. And they're powering through with their tail. It is awesome. Anyways, so at the end, what they do is they push you up really high, you go flying in the air, and then you know, come down in the water. So they had pushed my husband so fast and so high up in the air that he actually did a somersault in the air. And wouldn't you know, we paid to have pictures. Wouldn't you know, the photographer was having a grumpy day and did not take the picture. I was so mad. And the guy that we were with in the ocean there, he's like, did you get that? Did you get that? Because that was so cool. And yeah, no, she didn't bother. Okay, so there's a little dolphin. I think that's so cute. So let's just go to, we're just going to do thanks. I don't know. I want a different sentiment. I think I may have to pull a different sentiment because it's such a serene card that I want something different on it. So let's see. I think maybe Simply Said, if I have that stamp set handy. Do I have it handy? It's not a big room. I can't go too far. Just a note thinking of you. I don't like that sentiment set either. I don't know. I'm just looking for, I don't know, something sweet. Okay. I'm grabbing the Spotlight on Nature set. So I'm just going to grab my thanks. I like the font of it. I just want something a little different there. So go ahead. I should have stamped that before I put this down, but I did not. I'm going to go ahead and just pull in my Summer Splash. Oh, actually, we can do it in basic gray. I've been using a lot of different colors lately. Instead of black, I've been trying to use basic gray, Pebble Path. I like how that looks. It was just such a pretty font. All right. Okay, so again, the bundles that we used today were our Friendly Fins and our Tune In stamp set. So those are the two bundles. I did add in Under the Moon because I said I was going to do that during the live yesterday. And then I just pulled in Spotlight on Nature for my thanks. But you can use any of your sentiment sets. All right. So, like I said, when you place a $35 in my online store, I'm going to gift you the card kit for these 3 cards. You get 3 kits. If your order is over $50, I'm going to include an embellishment with that. And we didn't put embellishments on here yet. This is just my thank you to you for purchasing my online store. You don't have to purchase anything that I've used tonight. You can purchase whatever you want. Maybe you need to stock up on some adhesive or cardstock. Whatever it is you purchase is fine. It doesn't have to be any specific thing. All right, let's get our embellishments on here. I kind of want to use these lighter ones here. Okay, thanks. I'll put one here, one down here, one down here, and maybe one of the little darker ones over here. Oh, we'll go over here. There we go. Okay. Yay. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Spend your weekend with, people that love you and appreciate you and that you love and appreciate. Tell them how much you care about them. And I hope it's just a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing, even if you're busy or working. I hope you have some sunshine in your day. Take care. And thanks so much for joining me. Bye.